I've been having some trouble learning the Marquise de Cat, so I decided to use one of my lifelines and call in my buddy Flash, who's just completed a strategy guide for the Marquise de Cat en route, and he's going to teach me how to win with them against the hard AI here on Legendary Tactics. We're going to play a game against the hard AI, against the three traditional enemies, the Woodland Alliance, the Airy, and the Vagabond. And we're going to see if we can pull out a win and demonstrate how best to do that with the Marquise de Cat.
Awesome. Well, it's good to join you here, NATO.
Yeah,
thanks. Have you had a chance to read the strategy guide yet, or to watch it?
Yeah, it was very interesting because there were a few things in there which I did not, I guess, were not intuitive, that I didn't think were, actually were, good strategies. Like, for example, clustering buildings. I've always, built the buildings all together, and you recommend spreading out, which is really interesting.
Right, yeah.
So there's a bunch of
and
things
it's
there.
funny because I started by clustering buildings too, and I found I needed more flexibility to pivot so that you can adjust to what your opponents are doing.
Yes, yeah. And the other thing is that the bunny clearings are very key, especially controlling two of them, because they allow the cobbler, the crafting of the cobbler, which gives you an extra action.
That's right.
Because the Marquise de Cat are limited with their actions, and so anything you can do to improve that is a good move. So
I'm just spooling up my Vic 20 here, so my refresh rate is a little behind yours. So
yeah, that's okay.
Bear with us if I can't quite see what you're doing, but you can let me know where you're at here.
Sure. We're just at the setup, and it's kind of interesting. There seems to be an opportunity here for. There's actually the two bunny clearings at the bottom, or we could go with the actually the only one that I see is not viable is the one at the bottom.
Yeah, so what's guiding your decision here should be where you can put workshops and control those spaces so that you can build the cards you want to build. So I think you're right to look. So I would say either top right or top left allows you to go to those bunny clearings. A lot of people go to the one that has the two build centers because then you'll own those and you'll have an easy build there.
Yes.
I've actually been playing a lot in the top left corner too, and mostly because people don't ever come up and visit me there, and I find I can extend outward to lots of there doesn't usually seem to be a problem getting to building spaces. I found.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, let's try that then. Now the sawmill. Should probably go with the keep, right? Just keep that
home base. Keep it tucked away in the corner.
Tucked away.
That'll be your source all game long.
And the workshop, we want that in a bunny clearing. So
one of the bunny clearings. You might as well put it in the central bunny clearing, because then later you won't be where you're wanting to put down a recruiter and then you fill that space, and then you really shouldn't have put it there, and so that might be
the recruiter. You know what? I think probably the mouse clearing might make the most sense. I mean, just because it's more accessible, but I guess it doesn't really matter.
It is nice to make your way around the periphery of the board because there's usually a lot of action in the center of the board.
Yeah. So you've got the decrees going there.
You got a bird card in hand, which is great. I suggest you always use those for extra actions, unless it's an ambush card. In that case, it can be a really
I got an
tool.
ambush card in a mouse clearing, so that might be interesting opportunity.
Well, you can set up the opportunity for someone to attack you in a mouse clearing, and then catch them off guard.
Yes, that would be very good.
Definitely.
Oh,
and the good thing is
sympathy turning up. Jeez, they got a lot of sympathy down.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's where if you're committed heavily in one direction and you end up in a sympathy battle with WA, your game is going to stall out, and you never get going, because I mean, if you use 2 actions wiping out sympathy, you're losing 2 cards potentially, and you're also using 2 of 3 actions, and you just don't grow that way. So
yeah. Wow, the Woodland Alliance seemed to get off to an amazing first turn. They crafted 2 cards, got like 3 sympathy down. It's like, wow.
To 3 points already. Yep.
So, but at least I got the aid. Smuggler's Trail.
As the Marquise, I think the Woodland Alliance is the faction. I mean, your job is to police everybody as the Marquise, but I think the Woodland Alliance is the one you really need to watch out for.
Yeah. So, I have this bunny card here that I'll probably lose. It's not that Smuggler's Trail's not that big a loss.
No, that's fine. But you'll want to spend that bird card just in case you forget and get embroiled in a fight, and you don't want to lose that one.
Yes. Now, do I want to build another build? Yeah, I'll play that bird card for the extra action, or maybe overwork. What do you think? Actually, what are my costs here?
Yeah,
no, they're one each.
Getting
extra
two buildings down in the first turn is amazing.
Oh, is it? Okay. So
it gets you points, it gets you infrastructure, and at this point you're not going to have a lot of people threatening your buildings, so you can defend them with 1 unit, no problem.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll do overwork with the. Now the only downside with that though is I've only got. Well, I guess I just need to do the 1 attack here on this.
That's right.
On the sympathy tokens, so I can attack him.
It's always a shame feeding him cards when he's already off to a good start.
I know.
But
no
this
choice.
is where you discourage him from setting up in your clearing.
Yeah. So there goes that.
So you'll really need to get to invoke martial law. You need to have 3 units there to prevent him from spreading.
Periphery up.
Yeah, because he's really starting to spread towards your base, and you want to push him away from you, more towards the area.
So, do I want another workshop here up in?
Yeah, I would say get that workshop going in case you can get the cobbler out.
Yes. I think that's everything for now. Oh, I drew a wild card again. So
beautiful.
That is going to be at least an extra action.
So yeah, we may want to get a recruiter down shortly so that you can really capitalize.
He's building a roost. The Ares not being very aggressive in taking out the Woodland Alliance.
Ugh. Well, that's the frustrating thing with the AI is that they don't seem to bother with each other as much unless you force them to. But in a human game, you'd be yelling at them saying, "Wow, the Vagabond's already at 4 points, guys. We really need to take him out because he's gonna win this game. He's at 5 points. Oh man."
Yeah. So, I'm not gonna craft the Woodland Runners, even though I can. So I need to get another recruiter up. Probably.
I think that's wise. Yeah, because everybody's starting to encroach.
Yeah. Okay. And I'll build it in that central bunny clearing, eh?
Ooh, yeah. Now that it's opened up, that's a great way to.
Perfect timing.
That's really great timing.
And work towards that extra card draw as well.
That's right.
Comes with building recruiters. So for my other action, well, I was going to. I could build a sawmill as well.
Yeah, that would really get your production up.
Mm-hmm.
The other question is, I mean, if you want to do some moves, you might be able to get some units defending the square with the Vagabond and the bunny.
Yeah.
So that the sympathy isn't spreading there. And you could actually retreat out of the one where the sympathy already is in the fox clearing.
Yep.
So that might be worthwhile. So you
I'll
don't
build
lose
a sawmill. And that'll get my production up. So we got good infrastructure, but I remember in your strategy guide you really talked about making sure that you're keeping infrastructure, you're building infrastructure.
Early game for sure.
Early game.
I mean, you start to exponentially score more points the farther up the track you get.
Yeah. Or sorry, yeah, and you also, you want to do a perimeter as well.
Yeah, and the perimeter, now you should be focusing on the martial law.
Yes.
To funnel everybody sort of away from you, because the area's not going to come and fight you if you've got too much power. And it's going to cost the WA an extra card to come and set up shop. So it's a win-win for you.
Yeah. Now I'm wondering, because I've got the card here for 1 extra action. Is it worth hanging on to it for next turn, or should I? I'm just wondering if
I'd get that card down now, and then
what action should I take then?
Yeah, if you could get a couple more characters retreated.
Yeah. Okay.
That might be a good way to
Sure.
keep them on the board, unless you want to. Oh, you've already recruited this turn, right?
No, it's going to let me recruit again.
Oh, and how many is that? You've got 2 recruiters down, or 3?
I've got
just the 2, right?
just the 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you can either add 2 units or you can relocate units. So
Yeah.
whichever you think is more valuable.
To be honest, I'm thinking that with this sympathy in the fox clearing, I probably want to have 3, where I built my recruiter right next to my keep to the south.
I'm thinking the same thing. So
I'm
push
thinking
1 from your keep forward, and
Yeah.
then pull 1 from that bunny clearing back.
Yeah. Now does that leave me open to the vagabond going in and destroying me?
It may do, but
Okay.
at this stage he may be concerned more with the
Let's
ruins.
see.
But
Yeah, he does have a sword.
does it just the 1?
Just the 1.
Okay, so
So he could
go
take out my
1 for
sawmill.
1. It's possible.
Yeah.
But you can always, if you have to, you can use a field hospital and return that unit right into that square again. So
Yeah, that's true. Okay, well, it might be, you got to run some risks sometimes.
you do.
So.
Yeah, you can't win everything.
So, but I think the Woodland Alliance really is ultimately my nemesis here.
Absolutely.
Oh, Better Burrow Bank just turned up.
Yes.
So
Okay,
that is
that's
a good one.
fantastic because you need the card draw.
Yep, definitely do. We'll see what the Airy does to...
Yeah, come on, take it. That's sympathy.
Yeah, there's 1 sympathy gone. I find it interesting how you know, even though the Marquise starts out with a lot of forces on the board, how important it is to conserve those forces. You know, like a great move is just pulling them back. See, that's the Airy just did a ridiculous move. They just built a roost in a spot with sympathy. So of course, the Woodland Alliance then just trashes it and
gets the points for it.
Gets the points, yeah. So he's up to 6. Although it's actually surprisingly, it's the Airy winning with 8. And I'm in last with 5, so I'm in decent shape. But the command Warren was handed to me.
Ooh.
And an ambush in the rabbit clearing was handed to me. So that is going to be interesting. So
Command Warren lets you initiate a battle at the start of daylight, so that's wonderful for taking out sympathy.
Yes, yeah.
But then you've got what's the other option, right?
Better
the
Burrow
card
Bank,
draw.
which might be good at this time. I think Better Burrow Bank might be the better option here.
Yeah, definitely. That'll give you ongoing benefits, and that's great.
Well, and card draw at this point gives the most. You know, the earlier you play it, the more.
That's right. Especially since you can craft next turn too, and you've got a couple of ambush cards. So if anybody starts attacking you, you're in a pretty good place militaristically.
Yep, decent. I just need to make sure I've got my my forces up to snuff as far as.
Now the only problem is if you're taking out sympathy in say a rabbit clearing, you're going to give him the ambush card and then he'll use it to kill you. So we've got to find a way that you can trigger it on him.
Well, I mean, or the Vagabond could attack me, but that's no guarantee there.
Yeah.
How do you get the just by placing sympathy? That's not an attack, right? So.
No, that's right. So I mean, the Airy might take you out in a mouse clearing, so that would work to finish him off. He's got 2 potential places he could attack you.
Yep.
And I mean, I guess it's good that nobody. Maybe you want to set up in that bottom corner, bottom left, and then use your ambush there. So if you just get one guy back down there,
okay,
after recruiting.
Yep.
So that you keep martial law up and your mouse clearing on the left.
Now, should I build? What building should I build this turn? Though I'm wondering.
Can you get your card draw up if you get another recruiter down?
Yes, I can.
That would be
so another
nice.
recruiter would be great, but I've already got a recruiter in the one square, and I've retreated everyone away.
You could move down to the bunny
clearing and build the recruiter there.
Put a recruiter and then recruit, and then you'll get an extra unit in both locations.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
And then you might actually consider, so dominance is a viable option. So if the dominance card comes up for holding the 3 bunny clearings, like you could win this game very quickly here.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to watch for that. Do you see in the top right where there's the crown with the pile of gold or whatever it is?
Yes.
So you can click on that and see what cards are available.
There's Fox dominance is the
right. Okay. So
matters.
And then you also have to trade a card in order to get that card. So we'll just have to be cognizant of that. But
okay. So I can build a recruiter and then recruit, I think, would be the best.
Beautiful. Yes. And I think a sawmill would go nicely in that mouse clearing in the next turn.
Yeah.
Because it's well protected and it's around the periphery, so it's not likely to get too embattled.
Yeah. So this way we've got a nice force building up. We've got martial law enacted.
Yes.
The only weak spot is actually way up north, but it's far away from. There's no enemies, that are kind of lurking.
That's right. And you may actually want to push a unit forward into that mouse clearing on the right, so you can start to build there because you're starting to run out of build spaces right now.
Yep.
That's the one downside of starting in the top left corner is now you have to use your forces to try to extend.
Yeah. Oh, I just drew another better burrow bank, so.
Right. Yeah, if you've already got it, then that's.
Toss that
although
one.
that could be a sacrificial card that you.
Yeah,
give.
But the other two are ambush and command warn. So.
What's the second to the left card? The 2 mouse.
Scouting party.
Yeah, so you're probably not likely to build that one. So I would probably toss that.
Yeah. So the only problem with great card draw is you end up tossing cards and kind of working around that. But I like it because you get more wild cards generally as well. So
that's true. The problem here is who do you give an extra card to? If you and another player draw with the better burrow, because I don't want to feed it to the WA, but they're technically not the board leader.
Oh, so should I ambush? Should I ambush the Airy?
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah, get some value out of it.
Exactly. Take him out, and then actually you can take out his roost next turn if he doesn't defend it, and that gets you some points.
Oh, so that's good.
Yeah, it's awesome. Well played.
Well, I happen to have the card, so I don't know if there was that much.
Well, we've been waiting for that. We knew it would happen either there or the one above it, and fortunately, it happened in the one with a roost. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't pile out like 8 guys all of a sudden.
Yeah.
He is at 11, so you may want to start looking at breaking his decree.
Yeah. Yeah, he's actually fairly high up. It's a close game overall.
It really is. Yeah, I mean, you haven't played this game a lot. You're pretty new to it, so it's fun to see if you can beat the hard AI because I actually think that's quite a challenge in this.
Yeah.
And,
as the Marquise or just in general?
As the Marquise. And with the other factions, I haven't found it quite as difficult. But the Marquise, the learning curve was a little steeper. And it just, each game plays out a little differently in terms of where, I think that's what makes this game so good is that it's not the same. And the asymmetrical element really changes things up.
Yeah. Who do I give the card to? I'm thinking the Vagabonds myself.
I would actually even consider skipping that.
Oh, really?
You don't really need the card draw, and it's just helping your opponent. Okay. So it's up to you, but
okay, no, that's fine. And so command warren.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Yes.
Okay, we'll get that done. So that gives again an extra action. So when you're crafting cards, those are the ones that you want to really focus on.
Yeah, so you're going to initiate battle at the start of daylight, so that's where you take out sympathy without spending an action. So I love that. That's a great card. So yeah, you do want to start looking at extending your reach and getting more cats on the board now.
Yes, okay. So I can do some movement.
What can you build? Because you could move somewhere and then build there.
Yeah, I've got, let's see. I can build a sawmill or workshop in the mouse clearing. Probably
Perfect,
sawmill? Or you're saying build a sawmill back
so
the other side?
You
but
could,
I don't know.
you could build a sawmill back home, but you might also want to set up so that you could build in your next turn without having to move.
Yeah.
So you do in that bunny clearing, you've got 4 units, so you could even just send 1 unit to that mouse clearing.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do, is just send one over.
And then the fox, you've got a fox guy on the right. Maybe send him up to reinforce that space. Otherwise, you'll just lose him.
Yes, this guy here, down on
I
the
think that's
right
a great
there.
choice.
Okay, so that is good. Now I'm getting a bit worried about the Woodland Alliance because they've got a pretty powerful force in this.
That's right.
In the center here.
Yeah, absolutely. So
And
fortunately, you're completely surrounding them. So when you decide if they ever leave that weak,
yeah.
you might. Oh, you've got that roost to take out too. That's an easy couple of points.
Okay. So.
And it slows the area down, and they're doing quite well right now, actually.
Yeah. Okay. So, and I do have the additional action. Well, it depends if I want to spend an ambush, but I'll take out the eerie roost here.
Well, and maybe you want to do that trick where you move a unit into a heavily fortified area and let them attack you and then ambush them.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Point out of that.
I
mean, you can kill that WA sympathy for another point, but I mean that's slow points. So, can you build? Do you have the option of a building?
I do.
Might as well get a sawmill down then somewhere where you can defend it.
The top corner is not easily. I don't have a lot of forces there, but they're not right next door to a massive force. Woodland Alliance force, Erie, and and the Vagabond. So it's off. It's off the beaten track. I don't know if that would be a good spot.
It is far up too, so you'll extend your supply lines, but maybe you want to consolidate and keep your sawmills together so that.
Okay, as long as this place on the left is defensible, that's my concern.
Yeah. It seems like I mean at some point you'll probably get the woodland coming in there.
Yeah.
Causing trouble as they're wont to do.
Yes. So when they do the revolt, is that an attack? Like, can I use an ambush against that?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so, eh? I don't know,
No.
man. I don't know whether I should put it on the, like, that close to being destroyed then by a bad roll.
It's not the end of the world if you lose a building here and there.
Yeah.
But it does make that square a more tempting target with
like
two
I'm
buildings,
thinking that maybe if I spread out, and because this guy's far away from everything, so.
Yep. Yeah, and you got a couple of units there.
And sawmill is better than workshop at this point, eh? I think.
Yeah. So you don't really have anything you can craft out of a mouse clearing, so.
Yeah.
I'd either do sawmill or
Okay.
the sawmill will let you get to the next recruiter.
So I think I should hang on to the ambush card, eh?
Unless you want to get more people on the board, but do you think you're likely to get attacked soon?
It's tough to say. The woodland definitely has a force.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty powerful card because anywhere you get attacked, you're going to wipe them out.
Yeah.
So.
But I do have an ambush in a rabbit clearing, and I have an ambush in a anywhere clearing. So
that's brilliant. Okay, so yeah, maybe you do want to just hang on to that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll just It's it's a tough call because if I get attacked a lot, then
it lets you defend any square on the board essentially now. So
there's the cobbler. Just picked it up. So
good. Okay. So that's an easy choice for next turn, and you've also got.
And I got the royal claim as well, which could be a lot of beacons.
Nice. You've got 2 places you can build in, so
Yeah.
that's going to get you up another like 7 points.
Yeah. Oh, the area is doing some work.
Perfect.
Ooh,
Yeah, we need to
not
break
that-
his decree.
Not that powerful though. In the end.
Okay. Is there anything you can do to slow the area down?
Oh, yeah. Well, the revolt in that square will do it.
He's up to 15 points now, so
Yeah.
you're actually getting outpaced by just about everybody. So
Yeah. I don't feel I've been doing any bad moves though. It's
No,
maybe playing
no,
a
not
little
at
bit
all.
on the defensive side, but other than that.
no, it's pretty solid. But
Yeah, but
this is the challenge of playing the Marquise.
Yeah, I mean the thing is with the Airy though is that they have to keep that decree going, and that can really be tough to do.
Yeah, so they can lose points. So
Yeah.
this probably isn't quite as bad as it looks right now.
Yeah, but it's the Vagabond and the Woodland
Well,
Alliance.
he's a
that-
late game surge, so
Yeah.
I mean, all three of these powers can beat you now, and
So it's asking me for Field Hospital, but I think we're good.
one card. Actually, you know what? You've got 5 cards in hand.
Oh,
You've already got a better burrow up, right? So that card you could just use it to get one extra guy back.
it's not letting me. It has to be one of my wild cards. Now I have a
Oh,
royal.
okay,
I have a
right.
royal claim, which in Birdsong may discard this to score 1 point per clearing you rule. So I'm just wondering if that would be a good card.
You know
to
what?
have.
That'll get you some points. So
Yeah,
maybe hang
so-
on to that.
Yeah, it's not worth 1 warrior, right? So
No, we'd say so.
okay. So if I draw an extra card, who do I give it to?
Nobody.
So do I need an extra card?
I would probably skip that for now because I mean you've got your cobbler, you got your better burrow. Bake sale would be nice. Investments would be nice,
Yeah.
but they're not mandatory.
Okay. Okay, so I'll skip. I haven't used the better burrow bank.
It's a
Since I-
situational card for
Yeah.
sure. It gives you flexibility, and unfortunately, you don't need the flexibility right now.
Yeah. Do I want to start a battle at daylight here?
Ooh. Are there any easy targets?
Nothing easy. I'm not in anywhere. The only place is this one guy against the Airy, but I guess that might be worthwhile just because that guy's gonna die anyway, probably, right?
Could do, unless you let him get ambushed, and then take 2 of them
yeah,
out.
that's true.
Because then you could take his roost out.
Yeah.
I'd probably hang on to that.
Okay. I'm crafting all these cards and not using them at all.
Yeah.
So that's funny.
He may attack you in that mouse clearing, and then you can ambush him there.
Yeah. Okay, so we're done crafting. So we have the command warden, cobbler, and better burrow bank. So we've got tons of card draw, and 2 extra actions essentially per round.
Yes, fantastic,
So-
which you haven't needed.
No, and I haven't needed them. That's so funny. Okay, so I have enough wood to build a recruiter and work towards
Does-
the extra
are you-
card draw.
I guess you weren't able to build Royal Claim. Oh, you need 4 workshops to build Royal Claim.
Yeah.
Any 4, and you've got what, 2 down?
Workshops, yeah, I've got 2. I'll hang on to the card if I can,
Yeah,
you know, and it's something
it
to
is.
something to
It's
work
tempting
towards.
as an extra action too, though. But so yeah, if you can spoil the decree of the Airy,
Yeah.
that might be something to work towards this turn.
So they have movement in mouse clearings, 1 rabbit and 2 mouse movements. Or sorry, recruiting.
Wow. Okay.
So that really.
So you could shut down their recruiting if they don't have a place to build, but
Yeah. Well, they only have. Can they recruit? They can recruit in the same clearing twice, right?
I think they can only have 1 roost per clearing.
No, but can they
But
take
they
the
could
action
do-
twice?
I believe so if they've
Yeah.
got the decree. Yeah.
Well, they have the 1 mouse clearing. That's the one where I'm hoping he'll attack me so I can ambush him.
Right. Yes.
So, and then,
So you're gonna do a building. So you might
actually,
as well get
hang
that.
on. He needs to recruit in a rabbit clearing. Don't I own all 3? Oh no, he's got the one in the bottom corner. There's 4, and
Right, okay.
so unless the Woodland Alliance takes him out, I don't know.
So the building seems like a pretty obvious choice to get something down.
So, sorry, build a building?
Yep, and I mean, you don't have a lot of forces on the board, to be honest. You've got 12 in reserve, so
a recruiter?
you might want to get a recruiter and then land that somewhere strategic.
Yeah, and that sets me up for to up my card draw.
Yes.
Okay.
3 points, that's good.
And I guess recruit.
At least you're in second place now.
Yep. I'll recruit to make sure I've got the...
Yep, get some forces, get some martial
forces. Martial law up and running, so that's 4. And, jeez.
You'll want to set up, where are you going to build your next building? You want to be thinking about that. I guess you've got one spot
I've
back
got one
home.
spot, that's it.
Maybe you want to move in somewhere and threaten the Airy so you can attack him next. Start to make use of those free actions, like the attack action.
Mm-hmm. The only problem is there's sympathy everywhere.
Yeah, so you might lose. So you might want to actually spend those wild cards before you move in there then.
Well, that one of them's a wild ambush, though.
Yeah, it's so good, but nobody's attacking you.
I know. Where's the Airy scheduled to attack? Oh, they've got a wild attack, wild build. They have to build in a fox clearing, though, interestingly.
Oh, okay.
They already...
So,
the only fox clearing is the one that I have in my territory. The keep. That's the only one that they have an option.
He's got the one fox clearing where the
Oh,
WA
sorry,
set up.
yes, the WA.
So
yeah.
he'll probably go there, unless you were to go in and build something there first. But
no, I've only got one action. Well, I guess I could do this special, but I don't have enough wood. Jeez, this is kind of tough.
It seems like you need some board mobility, and you're going to need a clearing to build in.
Yeah.
So maybe on the bottom there, he's a bit weak there, right? Oh, except the WA is probably going to revolt there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tricky. It's really tricky.
Absolutely.
Well, I do have one more build, but then I'm gonna... Yeah, it's gonna be... I guess maybe the fox clearing down in the bottom, there might be some opportunities, but...
You know, you could use a move action combined with your... is it the cobbler? The
cobbler gives me
you
an
the
extra move, yeah.
So you can really move some forces around.
I can, but the problem is there's a lot of sympathy around as well. That's the only...
What about trying to go to that clearing? It's a mouse clearing with 3 build. What about sending a bunch of troops there?
Yes, I could, yeah.
You can flank around the back way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could do that.
Because there's no WA over in that direction, so you could send 1 from your bunny clearing to the mouse clearing in the top right, then send 2 of those guys, or 3 of them even, down, and then on your night phase, move them up into that mouse clearing.
Sorry, you're saying from this mouse clearing at the top?
Yeah, so you could even go from the bunny clearing with 4 units in it.
Oh, yeah.
Over to the mouse clearing and then down, and then at the evening phase, then you push them into that square. Well, alternatively, you could wipe that one out first.
Which one? Wipe what out?
On the right, the fox clearing. Take it out first, and then move in and wipe out that one the next turn.
Yeah. That's
all you need is a place to build. So
the only thing is that the WA is in force just one space away.
That's true. Yeah.
So like I could send one guy over. Like I could move guys from this mouse clearing down because they are like they're not under a tremendous amount of threat.
No, just
where they are. Just one guy could hold them off. Probably whoever it is that came along. So I could get 3 guys into that space.
Yep. The only danger is that the Airy pumps out a bunch of guys, sends them up, and actually there's the Vagabond there too. He may see an easy target and take you out. So
yeah.
But I think I would start to just mobilize some of your units, so that you're set to attack.
Okay, but how though? Like, this is the problem, is the sympathy is an issue.
Yep. Yeah.
I've got a solid perimeter, but I just don't have the opportunities now to reach out and cause trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really need them to attack me. That's what I really need.
Maybe you use an extra royal claim to get people where, like, use the extra action to get people where you really need them.
But yeah, but where's that?
I think the mouse clearing with the 3 builds is ultimately your goal.
Yeah.
But I guess you need to have a supply there. So maybe you have to take this fox clearing out first, because you need a supply chain down to there.
Yeah, it's just that there's a vagabond in that space, right? So.
That's right, but he could help you.
Yeah, possibly. Don't always count on that. So
how many attacks does he have?
The vagabond?
Mm-hmm. How many swords?
No swords.
No swords, perfect. So he's not a big threat.
Yeah, that's interesting. Not even though he's at 11 points, he hasn't played that well.
You know what? Even if you just send 1 unit down,
and then wait for him to ambush?
And then wait for him to ambush. The more units you have around the board, the more opportunity you have to use those ambush cards.
Sure. And do you want me to move this other guy from this? Oh, I need to keep my supply chain, don't I?
Yes, yes.
Should I move anyone back to the keep?
No, it's not under threat.
No, okay.
I would move one of the, you've got the 4 units there. I'd move them to the far right, and then he could slide down a square, or actually you could leave that at 3 to protect that square.
Which, the middle rabbit?
The top right mouse. Yeah, middle rabbit to the top right mouse.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe just to...
I like how we're speaking in code now.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to make sure that that's kind of locked down.
Yeah, so that's got you pretty set up.
And no extra action really required, eh?
You know what? It seems like you're in a bit of a holding pattern here.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because you're stalling out on points.
I know,
but,
yeah. It's too bad if I just had 2 workshops, I'd be in with this royal claim. That would be worth. How many do I control? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, actually that's worth maybe pursuing.
6 victory points if I get
Perfect. Well, yeah, maybe you should go
But
for
I'm
that.
2 workshops away. That's the only problem. Okay.
Yeah, you can get 1 down next. You can possibly get 2 down.
Any additional moves? I'm just wondering if I should retreat 1 guy back to the keep just as to stay flexible as a reinforcement, or...
Will you lose martial law anywhere to do that?
No. I'm thinking the leftmost mouse up to the keep.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm just worried about multiple moves, like if the Aerie start marching around or whatever, and I'm just figuring it might be worth just to have...
For whatever reason, I'm only seeing part of your screen now. It's cutting off everything on the
Okay,
left, so apologies that I can't get the full
that's okay.
full picture here.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'll trust your narrative abilities to fill me in.
I'm zooming out to the view that I normally actually dislike, but but it gives you the full overview. So
it's for some reason I think your sharing software is just cutting off that left portion. I can't see the scores of the other players or anything. Oh, there we go. Perfect. You've solved it.
Yeah. So, well, there's battles going on, and oh man, it is not, well, the area is weakening the Woodland Alliance, but not
good. That's good.
Oh, and they've entered turmoil, so that's gonna help.
Yes, finally. Okay, so are you now in first place? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Good. He may recover somewhat, though.
Yeah, but I
just barely holding on to
oh
first
no,
place.
He did some built a roost, so he's up to 16 again.
Yeah. Okay. So he's a bit of a problem. We need to really find a way to knock him down.
Yeah, the Woodland Alliance is crafting and building, and
we do have to watch out for that thief. The Vagabond thief, because he may start stealing some of your good cards if you're in a square with him.
Oh, yeah.
But he's got that ruins to search, so hopefully he does that instead.
Yeah, he does. He explores.
Explored, perfect, yeah. And that actually opens up a build location,
Yes.
so might be worth getting some power in there to do that build.
Yeah, jeez, this is not looking that great. So should I draw a card or no? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, who do you feed it to, man? Yeah. It's funny because normally in a game, like I often end up with 2 of them around 6-7 points.
Yeah.
And 1 of them at like 23.
Yeah. So it's easy to feed. Yeah, sure, take cards.
Yeah, exactly. It's a no-brainer.
But yeah, this is a really awkward board position here. And of course, I wasn't attacked. So I couldn't use any of those ambush cards. So I guess I'll work towards the... should I draw another card, though? That's the question.
I mean, go for bake sale or investments. Yeah, you might as well. We haven't used it too much yet.
Yeah,
but,
I'll give it to the Airy. They just went into turmoil, so...
All right.
And I get travel gear. And not craftable, so... All right, so I can start a battle... oh, you know what? That
can you build anywhere? Oh, use crafted cards. Right. What else do you have? Oh, the battle. Right.
Yeah. But this here is a one-on-one.
Oh. Yeah. Where's the one-on-one?
Right in the center in the mouse.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
But I'm wondering whether I should do some movement in there first, and then.
So hey, the one-on-one whittles it down, and then you can just move in and take out the roost. So.
Yeah.
If you win the battle,
if I win the battle, yeah, that's the thing. Or should I take out the sympathy? Oh, you know what? No, I won't take out the sympathy yet because.
Yeah, you'll lose your bird cards then.
No.
Oh no,
I can give him
bunny.
a better burrow bank actually. So.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just wondering whether I should reinforce that, like, so I've got more of a force there instead of just one-on-one before I battle. What do you think?
Well, this is a free action now, right?
Yeah, but I can take out the sympathy with the free action.
Okay, yeah, you might as well do that then.
And then I can... Because I don't want that sympathy there.
Yeah, he's going to go down either way.
Yeah. And I can just hand him a better burrow bank, which is fine. Got one of those.
Exactly. Been there, done that.
Yep. So that's good. Get that out of there.
You've also got a
now I can craft travel gear, a boot, and a victory point. So it's
perfect.
Probably good to do.
Might as well. Every point counts in this game. You've also got in the bottom a weak unprotected area. He's only got 1 unit there, so you might be able to move in and take him out.
Yeah, but sympathy though.
There's the so that's the only downside there.
No, but the central one, this mouse clearing, is what I'm thinking, because I can get to it.
You won't be able to build there without the supply chain intact. So.
Well, I could also move my force down into this fox clearing and attack there.
Yep. Yeah, that might be a good way to string together.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out a way to kind of make this work here. What do you think?
I'm still back on crafting because I'm cranking my modem and it's overheating.
No, that's okay. That's okay. No, I was on crafting too. I was just looking at the board situation. So,
okay.
So, I've got there's a one-on-one with a roost here.
I'd probably get your building down straight away.
Okay, so build my
that's
workshop.
A good source of points. Yeah, what can you get your most points from?
I can get a card draw if I build another recruiter, or sawmill is 3.
The only problem is you've already got a recruiter there.
Yeah, so I can do a sawmill for 3 victory points.
Sure, yeah, that's for 3, and
but the workshop also sets up the royal claim.
The royal claim, yeah. Let's go workshop because you're going to need a burst of points.
Yeah,
that may be the way to do it. So, and then you can set up for next turn.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, so I can set up a workshop build. Because I just have 1 wood left right now. And I'll need
So
3.
maybe you go down and make an all-out attack on that fox clearing on the right.
Yep.
If you can take him out there and set up for another workshop.
So I'll move all 3 guys down, or should I keep 1 back?
I would keep 1 back so you keep your supply line.
Oh yes,
intact.
that's right. Yeah. Okay. And I can move more warriors around, but I don't... Actually, you know what? I might reinforce...
Retreat that 1 unit back because he's not attacking.
No, I was thinking about reinforce... Well, it's not under threat, though. That northmost rabbit clearing.
Right, it is fairly protected for now.
Yeah. Okay.
What about the bottom? Your bunny clearing, sending a guy over where you could attack that weak roost, or is there sympathy? There? Sorry, that card was covering your nuts. Okay.
No, I think that's probably it. I don't see anywhere where I need to move.
Yep, that seems pretty good.
Okay, and then for my final action, I'll do battle.
Need a good roll here.
Yeah. A good roll here might...
Oh yeah, if you get a 3-0.
3-0.
Even a 3-2
3-0.
or a 3-1.
3-0, the roost is down.
Brilliant.
So now, here's... Oh, you know what? I don't have the wood. I was going to say I should do a build.
It would be amazing if... Yeah, is it going to cost 2?
Yeah, I need 2 more wood. Yeah,
You'll
can't
need
do
to
it
wait,
this turn.
so, but you're up to 18 points, back into first place. You're just creeping ahead.
And actually, well, but if I get another workshop down, right? That's my my royal claim, and that'll be worth
that's
6 or
3 points
7
plus
6 or 7 points, right? So
yep. So that's actually 9 points then in total.
yeah. So that puts me within, and building the...
That's 27.
Yeah, but then, building it will actually...
I was already factoring that, so...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that only leaves you 3 points to get.
Yeah, but I've got a couple build spaces, so...
And you could attack some sympathy or a roost or...
Okay, do I want to do a move? I've got an available move.
You're in pretty good position, I'd say.
Yeah.
Just wait. I mean, I can't believe you've had 2 ambush cards in hand all game.
I know.
And you're all over the board. Like, there's only a few spaces you're not in, and they just...
I just picked up another random ambush card as well.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you might need to start using those as actions
instead.
I
might have to, because it's so funny.
And you've already got the Command Warren build, right?
Yep. So I just discarded the Command Warren.
Jeez, all these cards that you would be dying for in some games.
I know. Jeez.
This is good. You're in a much better position now, so...
Yeah. And I can literally just keep on...
I think you're 2 turns away from winning if we can do this correctly. But it's just whether someone else can take it in fewer than 2 turns.
Well, we'll see if there's gonna... Is there an attack coming? No.
I sure hope so.
No, sympathy.
Of course.
Jeez. Okay.
At some point, they're gonna have to attack you.
They're just not... They're not attacking me. I can't believe it.
It's such a beautiful setup. Like, and the thing is, they might... Like, if we're a human
the Vagabonds at 21. That is not good.
Okay. No, he's starting to get up there. At some point, if we're a human player, they might attack you and say, haha, I flushed out your ambush card. And then you just lay down your second one and your third one.
Yeah, exactly. So, should I use Better Burrow Bank and draw a card?
You know what? Maybe get an extra card and give it to the WA or something?
Yeah, because I'm thinking that if I get a bake sale...
If you get a 3-point bake sale, that would be brilliant.
I got tax collector, which is not really what I needed. Okay, so here's a question. Okay, I'll do my battle, and I'll take out the sympathy.
Yes. What are you gonna lose? You're gonna lose your ambush card.
No,
or
I've got a wild. No, I need my royal claim. Yeah, I'm gonna lose an ambush card.
Ah, that is a shame. Do you really need to take that guy out?
No.
Maybe it'd be better to
Let him just revolt.
Oh, that's hard. You know what? You get a point for taking him out. So, but that roost in the bottom fox clearing is wide open too. So,
Yeah,
you would
and I
lose
can
your
lose
tax
the tax
collector.
collector. So
That's fine. Yep.
but this is a free battle, so
Yep. Well, it's a free point. So,
Yeah.
is there anywhere else?
well, basically, I'm building. I'm waiting for ambush, so I'm happy to let this Alliance warrior sit there, and I'm happy to let the Vagabond sit there, and I'm happy.
Your other option is to attack the Vagabond to send him into the woods for a turn. That would slow him down because he is the board leader right now.
Yeah. Well,
So
that's
you could-
yeah. I could do that. Sure.
You could whack him, and
Yeah.
that might be worthwhile. I'd hate to see you lose to the Vagabond.
Yeah.
and-
So if I, yeah, I'm just worried about giving up a. Well, you know what? He's gonna. I'm waiting for him to attack me in the. An ambush doesn't take out buildings, just the warriors, right?
That's right.
So
Yep, 2 warriors.
I'm just wondering if. Because what? Okay, so if I attack that sympathy, I'm gonna give him the rabbit clearing ambush, which may come into an issue with the Alliance warriors converting to sympathy.
Right.
And then I need to do something about that.
That's right.
But I can always just move warriors out and attack.
That's true. Yeah, you know what? That fox is looking good too, but the thief seems like it might be wise to just knock him down while you can.
Which
for
one?
free.
The sympathy.
The
The
Vagabond.
Vagabond. Well, no, I can always.
Yeah.
I've got 3 actions. I'm going to build.
Yeah, and you got some wild cards, so you do have some options for extra moves if you need them.
Yeah.
But yeah, attacking that fox doesn't do too much for you because he's not the board leader.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could potentially cause problems.
So you
for
think the
down road,
Vagabond
but
then? Okay.
I would
Yeah,
do the
okay.
Vagabond. To me, the other 2 are optional, but the Vagabond is
Yeah, he's just.
in the triage. He's
No, I got
a big
3-0
threat.
again, so that helps.
Oh wow, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that really helps.
Now it looks like he'd refreshed all of his items actually.
He just did, so he's really set to surge here.
Yeah. Okay.
Wonder what he's gonna
Alright,
wipe
no
out.
cards to craft. So you're gonna say just let that recruiter be in the rabbit clearing there, and move.
I would focus. I would get your workshop down, and so you can do your royal claim next turn.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You don't want to lose that workshop because then you won't be able to do your royal claim. So
Which workshop? No, that's a recruiter.
the one,
Which one are you talking about?
the one in the bunny clearing in the middle, top. Is
Yeah, but
that-
he's not going to be able to do that in time, right?
Oh, true. Yeah, because he would convert into sympathy and then revolt in the following
Yeah.
turn. You're right.
Exactly. So I'll have enough time to do my, provided I don't lose a workshop. But
So you're at 21.
so if I move these warriors over, I can move them into the fox clearing, give up my tax collector,
Yep. And then you can take out the roost.
take out the roost, right?
Yep, that knocks him back a peg. I mean, the other option is to attack the Vagabond again.
Yeah.
Oh, you got great options.
Yeah.
Tied for first right now. That
Now let's see what's the Vagabond likely to do here. He's got
he took out his teapot,
yeah,
which
a move,
refreshes
a
items.
sword. So he's got
Sword, he can't attack,
he's
and he
got
took down
2
a boot.
hammers. Or sorry,
so
he's
he can-
spent a hammer, right? Is that why it's
So he can steal a card. One hammer is he's got 3 exhausted items. So he's got the teapot and the hammer to use. So
and he can
but
move
he'll-
and torch, right? Oh no, that's yeah. So he's only got.
and he'll refresh all 3 items. So
Is it worth another attack?
Yeah, you're not getting a lot of points, so it's just whether you're slowing
Because I can give up one of these ambushes as well. Don't forget.
Yeah.
So it's not the
That's
end of the
true.
world if I
Where will you build next turn? Do you
in
have-
that fox
is-
clearing, same fox
Right
clearing.
there, okay. Yeah. Okay, so we're set to win next turn.
Well, actually, I can also, if I move these warriors out of this clearing and attack this roost, then I'll have plenty of
just to...
Well, although, actually, come to think of it,
Do you want to maybe recruit some warriors and then send them over?
no, I don't think I need to.
And then you could spend a bird card, because basically we're not going to have time to use all these cards. So
No,
you might
no,
as well
it's-
use them
yeah,
for
that's what I'm
actions
thinking,
to get
yeah.
the win.
So what I'm thinking is I send one warrior over to this fox clearing, and I give up the tax collector. I take out the roost, and then
Yep.
I'm going to evacuate north to the mouse clearing because that, and just abandon the recruiter, or maybe leave one guy there or whatever, just because the Ares there.
Right.
But I'm
Yes.
just worried about a revolt, right?
Yep.
And so I want to like conserve my forces. So I thought I'd.
Although at this point, your men, you're really going for the points. So
Yeah.
throw them into. If you lose them, you lose them. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, that's true.
As long as you're set up. Although, yeah, no, that works because you don't really care about a recruiter now. Especially if you hit recruiter once,
Yeah.
you'll get all the guys on the board you need to finish the game.
So you think? So I should take out this roost though for sure, right?
I think so. Yeah, it just gets you that extra point. It holds back the area just a little bit. I would say if the area is your enemy, what's his decree? Does that mess him up? Because if he has build in a fox clearing, then you'll have taken out both fox clearings.
Yeah. No, he has recruit anywhere, recruit in a mouse, move from
Okay.
fox and wild. So he's got a pretty limited.
He's probably fine. He's probably 2 turns away from winning.
Really? With only 4 in his decree? You can't do
Although,
very much.
you know what? I mean, for him to move, he might be 3 turns away. Yep.
Yeah. So how many warriors? I was just thinking about sending one warrior over to take out the roost.
Yeah, I might be tempted to send a couple extra, burn a wild card, take out that sympathy as well. Except you'll lose another card.
Yeah, that's what I can't afford to do.
You can't afford it, yeah. Unless, I mean, can you...
What I am tempted to do though is attack the vagabond again.
Yeah, that might be worthwhile.
So move, take out the roost, and then spend one of the wilds to attack the
And
vagabond.
hit the vagabond. That might be wise.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
And whatever, if you lose your troops down there, they're not pivotal. It's not like you're losing a workshop. Or,
Yeah, exactly.
Although you do lose dominance in a clearing, which would be royal claim.
Yeah.
You'd lose a point for that.
Well,
So.
but yeah, I'm just worried he's going to revolt in that space anyway.
Yeah.
Now he may
I mean,
not.
you could take him out to lose your wild card and then keep dominance in that clearing. Oh, and then you move over, take out the roost, and then you own that clearing too.
Yeah, that would just cost me 2
But,
wild cards though, like 2 wild ambushes.
Exactly.
Which
Because nobody's attacking you anyways, so.
yeah. So much to do, eh? Lots of options.
This is great, yeah. This is really pivotal. Because this game, I mean, you can win this, but with the wrong play, we could lose this.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you think? Should I take out the... should I just move one warrior over, attack the roost? Right?
I like that, yep.
Okay. So we'll move one warrior over here.
Make things difficult for the Aerie. The Woodland Alliance, we know they can surge too, so once they hit 20 points, then they'll finish within 1 turn usually.
Yeah. Okay. So any other warriors that I should move though?
You just want to make sure you reinforce all your workshops. You would hate to lose one of those now.
Yeah. I mean, I've got some strength in all the workshops, more or less.
Yep, they're in pretty good position.
And I have a move after this as well, so I want to keep my guy back at the keep because there is that Alliance warrior there hanging around.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that's all the moves I need to make.
And take out that roost.
Yeah. Now, so I should spend my extraction. So I'm going to attack the Vagabond and attack the roost. Is that correct?
That sounds good. Yep.
Okay. All right.
You're being a real troublemaker here.
Yeah, I know, but...
Doing your job, though.
Yeah.
Such a shame we've had such good cards in hand that just haven't been used. It's like they know.
Yeah, I know. I've literally had... Now, I have gotten lucky with some rolls in the battles, because if the battles had gone poorly, it would have been...
That's true, yeah.
Only 1 point for that? Oh, well,
yeah, that's unfortunate, but...
I was hoping for...
Yeah.
But that's okay. Okay, hurt the Vagabond here.
You're really messing with him.
Yeah.
It puts him out of contention then.
Yeah.
Wow, roasted him.
Yeah. He's got 2 repairs. He's gonna have to he's gonna have to head into the
He will, which means he's not gonna steal a card from you, so.
Yeah. So that's good.
Okay. Let's see if we can win next turn then.
Okay. Do we want to move anywhere? Probably not. It's just too much sympathy around everywhere.
I think you're looking pretty good.
Okay.
Unless you want one guy from the bottom left corner to... Oh, no, because then you lose another card. So, yeah, it's...
Root tea is also craftable. So I'm going to hang on to the root tea just in case. We may want to craft that for 2 victory points.
Oh, yeah. That could be the 2 you need.
Now, the area is just going to march around a bit. They're not going to do any attacks.
No.
They're just going to march around.
Sometimes it's so comical. It's like his troops are just wandering around the woods.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah, the Woodland Alliance is the only one that's giving me any pause here. Yeah, there's a revolt.
Yeah, fortunately he's so far away.
Yeah.
That you should get your 1 turn in and be done before he can.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, for him to get 15 points in a turn that's a lot.
Yeah. This has been, Root is such a brain burner too, eh? It really is.
It's a brain burner.
It is a brain burner.
for a kiddie-looking game.
Yeah.
Still, no, it's as you say. It's got the coin system, so it's an elegant and advanced mechanism.
Yeah.
And I think they've done a smart idea to skin it in a really cute little way.
Yeah. Vagabonds fleeing into the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see how many points you can score in one turn.
So okay. I've got to craft a royal...
Oh, wait.
Oh, whoa. Do you
have 4 workshops down?
I do.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
Yeah, I made that. So actually, you know what? What about the rabbit ambush? He didn't attack me, so should I bring 3 warriors back?
The card might be more useful as an action. Because 3 warriors back probably won't do anything point-wise.
Yeah, okay.
That normally would be a great trade, but at the late game like this...
Yeah, should I draw a card then and we'll feed 1 to the Vagabond?
Yes, good idea. You're so cruel.
I know.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, brutal tactics. That might not be one I'd craft. Now, is there a battle I want to do right now?
Oh, it's a bird card, so yeah.
Yeah.
So did you do the royal claim? Did that get you your points?
No, I'm still working my way through my actions at Start of Daylight and Birdsong.
Right, okay.
So, is there a battle that I want to start? Actually,
do you want to fight that sympathy for a point down there?
Yeah, in the central rabbit square.
Yeah. Right
I think so. Yeah.
The rabbit. Might as well.
I can give up brutal tactics as well.
Yeah, or your ambush.
Well, do I want to give up a rabbit ambush?
I don't think you're going to get attacked. Well, you won't get attacked during your turn, so the other one you could use for an extra action.
Yeah,
which
that's
might
true. Okay.
Get you.
Fair enough.
It's too bad you've had that card all game
I
long.
know. Just couldn't. All right, crafting. Is this going to be enough to win? I think we locked down the win
with royal claim.
It was a. Oh, when do I score that? Oh, in bird song. Oh, I've got to wait another turn.
Ah, shoot.
Well, I'm still in good position overall, though, I think.
Not bad, not bad. Now the WA is a problem, though.
Yes, it is. Shoot, I thought I had this.
Yeah, I was thinking it scored immediately. But,
no.
Well, what else? Oh, so you can get a building down.
Yeah.
Maybe we can win even without birdsong.
Oh, let's hope so.
Can you get a 5-pointer down?
No, 4-pointer though, with a
4
workshop.
Points? Okay, that's 27. Okay, so it's close. 3 more points.
Yeah, so.
And you've got 2, potentially 4 moves.
Oh,
it would have been nice if someone had attacked you and
I know.
left themselves vulnerable. Well, you've got a sympathy in the bottom you can take out for 1.
Yeah.
But that you'd want to spend your
that's
wild
fine.
card.
No, I spend a root T, so that's fine.
Okay.
So I can do that one. That's easy. That's an easy choice because the root T is sold out, so
Perfect.
there's no points. It's a useless card.
Yeah.
That's easy. Okay, 1. Oh, jeez.
Sheesh, this is close.
Yeah.
I'm actually worried because any of them could actually burst and then, well, maybe not the Airy, but
yeah, but the other ones
Vagabond.
Vagabonds, well, Vagabond's just recovering though right now, right? So
it's true. He'll come out.
Actually, there's a
moves.
sympathy here. There's a sympathy where I've got that one warrior.
Oh, yeah, sorry, it's just refreshing. I can't see. Is there a potential to take a building out there too?
No.
If you could send a huge force there and get a lucky roll.
There's 4 Airy though.
Sorry, I'm looking down on the bottom. You've got bottom left. You've got 2. You can get 2 points there at least, right? But you have to get a lucky roll.
Oh, jeez. Of course.
So because that's the win.
The rabbit. The rabbit one, you mean?
The rabbit in the bottom left. There's 1 point for the sympathy, 1 point for the building.
I just
is
have
there
to.
anywhere else?
I just have.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. There's an easy sympathy there. That's 1.
Yeah, but I've got 1 action here,
in
so.
the mouse. You've got your wild cards.
Yeah,
so
I do.
you can,
yeah.
So you can get to 29, but yeah, maybe it's
Yeah.
because you've got 3 moves, so you can 1 move takes. Yeah, you know what? Why don't you take the 1 out?
Okay. Because I can give
So
up my mouse
spend
card.
spend your actions first.
Yeah, I can take out this guy.
So do your wild cards first.
Yeah. No. Well, I
so-
can get rid of a mouse card, the
That's
sword
true.
card. So
Yeah.
I've still got 2 wild cards going. So
Oh, this is nerve-wracking.
1 point away.
Well, and what's it? This game at the start, I said you never know at the end when you're at 29 points.
Yes,
and
when
you need
one
that
card
1 point.
could, yes, one crafted card could do it.
One early crafted card could be all the difference between an entire turn.
Yeah. Because I don't think I've got enough against the Airy to really.
So you'll need to spend both of those wild cards, 1 to move, 1 to attack.
Yeah.
That's fine. If this gets you the win,
Yeah,
then
you
we've
know
got the
what?
royal claim. Oh man, that would have. You'd end up with 40 points.
Yeah. Oh, I hate to spend that ambush.
That's all right. This is we
Okay.
saved it to win the game.
Oh
so-
no, I have to move there. I can't attack.
Oh no, it's not letting you move in.
No, I'm missing one. I need 1 more action. Because I move there and then I need to attack, but I have to give up a card to. I
To
have
do
to
what?
give up a wild card in sympathy.
No. It comes from the deck. So if you don't have the card to give, then the deck takes it. So just activate both your bird cards.
Oh, as special actions.
As actions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. All right. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. Then you got your 2
This
moves.
is why I'm noobish here. So I can move all 3 into that space, and it's all comes down to the roll.
It comes down to the roll. Yeah. All you need is 2 hits. So. Well,
That's
yeah,
it.
That's a lot to ask for.
Oh, actually, you know what? Can I move in this extra warrior here? Would that help?
Yeah, might as well.
Because it doesn't add the number of dice, does it?
No. Like 3 is your maximum hits.
Yeah.
But if he ambushes you, then at least you'll have an extra guy there for the extra hit. So.
Yeah. All right, battle. Here we go.
Comes down to
For the win.
Come on.
I think that did it. We did it.
Brilliant. Oh,
Jeez.
this lag is killing me.
We did it.
Oh,
So that was a long
awesome.
game. It was an hour and a quarter, but man.
That's awesome.
But that is my
was
first
worth-
win as the Marquise de Cat.
Brilliant.
So-
Well earned. You really planned it out at the end, and you really
Yeah.
Look at that. The scores, though. I mean, it's deceptive though, because 22, 21, 21. Any of those 3 factions could have really burst at the end.
Yes. Yeah, that was great. No, I really appreciate your help and.
Well played. You smoked them. So.
Oh well, I don't know about that. The scores look like that, but really any of them could have surged and won. I could totally see the Woodland Alliance crafting 5 cards or whatever. and-
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice that you had the royal claim too. So if it had gone on one more turn, you were guaranteed a massive win.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, that's true. But
Like 40 points.
Yeah. Wow, that was close. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody out there is enjoying Root and you had some other strategies, please add them in the comments. Let us know if we made any glaring mistakes. I'm sure there were lots of them. It was maybe a little closer than it needed to be, but I think you did a great job.
I
Nato.
did. I don't see any moves that I totally misplayed. There may have been small tactical things that I missed, but
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
think
congratulations on the
yeah,
win.
thanks.
And,
That was great. And thanks for watching this far. And I would look forward to seeing you again here on Legendary Tactics.
Yeah, and if you got value out of this, please help our channel grow by liking, subbing, sharing, all of that good stuff. Thanks so much for your time.